Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me well? Uh, as always, may I request all of you to have your cameras on? I think basis the way this meeting was scheduled, I think a couple of you may have a confusion that it's a prelims class. That's not the case. Today is networking of nights, not prelims class. Okay, so don't stress. Prelims classes will happen, and you will be informed about that. But I truly hope that all of you are following through on your schedule the way you were supposed to follow. Today we will also be having a special guest, and Archita will coordinate with the supposed guest if that happens. But until that happens, how many of you have recently become part of this beautiful community? Raise your virtual hands. Please raise your hands. I would love to see your faces. I do get to read your wonderful summaries, but I would also like to see your faces. Okay, good. Now, with my hand on my heart, I can promise you one thing that, and with absolute certainty, that the next few months at MisFits will completely transform you. Some of you would feel that thing even today. And it's not just basis the UPSC preparation, but also as individuals. And that transformation is what I truly care about. That's the transformation that matters to me. So I will be very clear. This journey will be brutal. You will face anxieties. You will encounter many uncertainties. You will have sleepless nights before your prelims, before your mains, before your interviews. But listen carefully. When others crumble under pressure, misfitters, they will rise under pressure. That is how I want to train each one of you. Again, not just for this exam, but also for life. Chaos, you should look forward to it. Doesn't matter what questions are asked, doesn't matter if they change their pattern on the same day. Who knows? But we should know one thing that no matter what, misfitters will be at the advantage. I love chaos. That's why I have so many cases against me. Think about this. How many of you go to a gym? Anyone who is regular with gym? Ishan, good to see you. Are you regular with gym?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. How do muscles grow?
Sorry.
How do muscles grow?
By consistent exercising, like you have to consistently make sure that all your active muscles are being worked out whenever you are doing any form of set.
Yeah. More importantly, it grows when those muscles are strained. You've got to, either repeat the repetitions, increase the repetitions, or you've got to increase the weight. That's how you strain your muscles. Same is the case with intellect. Intellect will grow only when you are challenged. Your character is formed only in discomfort. And more importantly, how do you react to that discomfort? You cannot become exceptional by remaining comfortable. No one can. It is absolutely not possible. Take Gandhiji, for example. Comfortable, prosperous legal practice in South Africa. Could have lived at ease. I think by 1914, his salary was also fine in South Africa. But he still chose to come back to India. He chose discomfort by abandoning the comfortable life. He preferred chaos. I know today it's much easier for random YouTubers to chastise the works of Gandhiji or Ambedkarji. But fact of the matter is, you're chastising those global leaders based on your WhatsApp forwards. From Barack Obama to Martin Luther King Jr. to Albert Einstein, to even your current Prime Minister, whether they like it or not, they still have to tweet about. And when it's 2nd October, 30th January, you can demonetize the notes, but the new notes will also have for to see those faces. Everyone took inspiration from them. Much very easy for all of us random folks on WhatsApp and YouTube to chastise basis how their personal lives were. Subhash Chandra Bose cleared the ICS, secured 4th rank. Life was set, but then he chose chaos. Did not want the ease, preferred discomfort over comfort. Resigned from ICS. And perhaps that's the reason why he's immortal today. How many ICS officers, the names you know, back in the days from his batch? Not a single name. So each one of you have chosen a path that demands courage, demands resilience, demands unwavering commitment. And you will not just have my support, you will also have my respect. Because today is the time when everyone is dreaming of leaving India. But here you are, the misfitters, choosing to stay in India. Not just that, even work your ass off to improve things at the core. But the first thing is to learn about India, what it stands for, what is our constitution, what is its history, what is its geography, what drives up our economy, what matters to us, what is our value system. If we do not educate ourselves, how can we agitate? How can we organize? Ambedkarji said, education is critical. And today, almost all of us are in that zone of educating ourselves, learning critical life skills. I know, critical life skills. That's the word I will use. Any thoughts up until now, anyone? Thoughts, not questions, thoughts. Opinions, not questions. In the meantime, let me check with Archita. Can you hear me, Archita?
Yes, no,
Hmm.
I'm here.
Okay, just
I've just
coordinate,
reached out- yes,
coordinate with, yeah,
I've just reached out to Ritwik.
sure.
Should be here in any some time now. In the meantime, I'll just try and reach out to him again.
Of course. In case that doesn't happen, you are stuck with me. No thoughts, anyone? Tanmay. But first, welcome the newest members to the community.
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Tanmay. And a very hearty welcome to all the new members of the community. You're going to love it here. And trust me, and of course, trust Naman sir when he says that you're going to transform, you're going to change in ways you did not know that was possible. You're going to see this country in a very new light, its history, its geography, its economy, how it's all intertwined with each other, and how it defines uh, what we are doing, as well as it conducts what we are going to do in our future. So I welcome you all. Definitely, if any of you, this is a very helping community, very supportive community. If any of you face any kind of issues, reach out to anyone in the community, and they would be happy to help you if they are available. Then, otherwise, well, we have a huge community, so please reach out. Yeah.
So adding
Other
on
than
to adding very briefly to what Tanmay just mentioned, I am so happy to see some of your faces of those folks, who have been with us for past, I think, since we started. And we make sure that you always have access to our community. So I could see, Jusmati, I can see Ishan in the beginning. Tabish has been with us for a long time. So I think I will miss out on many names. This is what I'm seeing on the first screen. Muskan is here. So glad that you all are here and still participating in networking of nights. After you, Tanmay.
Thank you, sir. It's actually really great to see all of these. They're almost like, see, because I've seen so many recordings, so many lectures. It's like seeing the people you have communicated with, but have not communicated back to you. Because I have given all of my opinions. It's just they've not heard it. Uh, it's brilliant to see all of these people coming together again. Uh, Other than that, the opinion that you mentioned. I, I keep forgetting that this is a difficult journey because it's so much fun right now. When I'm preparing for this difficult examination, I am enjoying it a lot, and I honestly keep forgetting it, and it's every once in a while I have to remind myself, look, it's a long road ahead. It's not just this fun that I'm having right now. It's it's so much more than this. Yeah, those are the opinions that when you remind me that it's a difficult artist journey, I remember again. It's like Hanuman remembering his, powers that you still have a long way to go. Thank you.
Of course, Tanmay. Thank you so much for your words. Ajit, after you.
Uh, Hello, sir, and hello, everyone. And first of all, welcome to all the new members. I joined this community in the month of December, and since then, sir, you mentioned that it's going to transform you individually, and of course, the learnings also, and there will be consequences also. Right now, uh, for example, right now also, I am working in one of the organization, and I highlighted the malpractices and some discriminated policies, and what I get in return, they served me the termination letter. Now I have to currently I'm in huge pressure, and I wanted to ask your opinion also that what should I do now? Should I, because right now I'm in huge pressure, and but the thing is, it's going to transform you, the way you think, the way you will speak, the way you will react to the situations, and all the best to the new members. It's going to the roller coaster.
Okay. Now that's very, very interesting comments that Ajit just made. We'll come back to it, Ajit. But today is also a very special day, if you can recall. And Ajit's comment should remind me of this special day. I think it's what is so special about today? Anyone? Of course, we'll have a guest who I'm not sure has joined in currently, but Let's talk about the special day today. Paramanand?
Sir, today is Ram Navami.
Yeah. Ram Navmi. Why do we celebrate it? What's the reason?
On this particular day, Lord Ram was born.
And why is that important? Of course, we celebrate the birth of Bhagwan Ram. But before I talk more about his greatness, his relevance, and what we can actually learn from him, we must also acknowledge the painful reality of India today, where religion is being politicized. We've allowed our politicians, yes, allowed our politicians to weaponize something as sacred, something as pure as religion. Religion guides us. They're using Ramji's name to stoke divisions between Hindus, Muslims, Christians. We're allowing them to exploit our faith. Temples, mosques, churches, they're very pure. Today it's turning into a political battle. And we have normalized it. That is shameful. We must all understand it's not Ramji's voice echoing in those rallies. It's hate, pure hate. It's fear. It is sad that his name is being used to bulldoze homes, silence dissent. It's deepening the fault lines. It is high time that we take Ramji's name back from these politicians, from hate. Ramji does not belong to a party. India as a civilization has given world's oldest epics. Now the same civilization is reduced to memes, mobs, manipulated sentiments. We're normalized. Gods cannot be political mascots. Have you seen that image? Where one honorable political leader is holding Ramji's hand, walking him to temple. Ramji is being a child in that image. Politician, on the other hand, is a towering figure. That image was shared across Twitter by the same political party. That's shameless. It's not just an image. If you think about it, it was a sentiment. It's a visual lie. Ramji, we say he was the Maryada Purushottam, epitome of sacrifice, virtues, dharma. And now we are told that he needs to be led by someone. God is being led by human. A human who lives off votes, vanity, lies. That's not devotion, that's delusion. And anyone justifying that in the name of devotion should question what is devotion. We cannot allow man to place himself above, especially politicians to place themselves above Ram, even in posters. So Ramji did not belong to one caste, one religion, or one political party. He belongs to the Sabhyata of India, not to its politics. The next time when you see that image, ask yourself who is holding whose hand. It is important that we take Ramji's, his name back from hate, from politics, from propaganda. Any thoughts, anyone? Ram Navami is more than a religious celebration. It's a profound reminder of the greatness, resilience, integrity. Something that I was talking about a few minutes ago. We have to promise today that, that we will, of course, honor the diversity of India, cherish the unity over divisions, truth over propaganda. We should celebrate this day today as a reminder that it will guide us towards righteousness, not a division. We can learn so much from his life. Imagine, him being stripped off, or you being stripped off your kingdom overnight. How would you react? That's chaos right in front of you. As misfits, we should thrive in chaos. We cannot curse our fate. We will not curse our fate that UPSC pattern was changed or is changed the day you're appearing for prelims. We should be happy. As misfits, we are trained to manage the chaos. Be it Ramji, be it Gandhiji, be it Ambedkarji, they all managed chaos very well. They all had the willingness to suffer, to fast, to march. Anyone you can, Bhagat Singh ji, 23-year-old, chose death over a compromised life. Yes.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, this is my first meeting, and I'll echo the thoughts what sir said. Like I'm from I'm from a law school in Nagpur, and being in a law school and then seeing these things, we are studying law here, and people here are motivated by all those things. At the same time, they're studying Article 25 of the Constitution of India and Article 14 and Article 21. So recently we had the rights, and people here were justifying them in my university. So that was pretty sad to see, and not just here, but from the place where I belong, back in Uttar Pradesh, Prayagraj. There also we can see all the hatred that is happening. So, uh, like it really hurts me that I how can I change? Like because I cannot see this. Uh, what it just makes me uncomfortable. But as sir said, that chaos is a place where we should thrive in. So I just feel like what can be done when the propaganda or the narrative has set on such a large scale. So I would want to have your thoughts here, sir.
See, my idea is simple, and it's a borrowed idea from Ambedkarji. We are at an age where first we need to educate ourselves. Then we will agitate. We will organize. But first, we have got to educate ourselves. Got to educate ourselves about what is ethic, what are ethics, the beauty of Indian Constitution, the geography of India, the history of India, the culture of India, what it means to be Indian. And that education should not happen via WhatsApp messages. That's propaganda. Read books. Read books of authors that you disagree with. Today we have a tradition that, whosoever we disagree with, we abuse them. Why? And there's nothing wrong in changing your opinions and views. Gandhiji's life was about experimenting with truth. Everyone grows with time in life, with new data points. But yes, education is the first and the most powerful tool for liberation. Got to educate yourselves. Without knowledge, you will be in chains, socially, economically, politically. I completely agree with Ambedkarji here. We need to learn how to educate ourselves. And this is the stage that we are in currently at MisFits. Once we are educated, we will acquire power. And then perhaps we'll use that power. In the meantime, support those who you agree with or who are talking rationality. In today's India, it is the greatest service to talk about rationality. It is not easy to criticize the government. Take it from me today, it's not easy at all. Look at Kunal Kamra. He's a comedian. Today cannot talk about Ambani ji because some issues has arisen. BSNL waived off what loan? Your money, no one will question it. Yesterday, Singapore's Prime Minister gave a wonderful speech about the impact of Trump's tariffs. Did we hear anything from India? Did we even question the methodology basis which tariffs were imposed? South Korea was called an emergency meeting on how to react to those tariffs. They're forming alliances. We also called an emergency meeting, but for a different purpose. Let me quickly check if we have the guest in town. Yes, we have a very, very special guest amongst us today. He is not an officer yet, but he is much more than that. He is a misfitter who was late today. But I had the privilege of watching him struggle, make terrible mistakes. Seen him falter in many, many past few months. But one thing I truly admire him is how he improved with every failure, every setback. And that is what makes him a true misfitter. Being a misfit is not just about succeeding all the time. It's also about how you learn from your failures, how you grow from your failures. Rising every time you fall. That's the beauty. Learning from every mistake and never losing sight of your North Star. So Ritvik, off to you. Ritvik just wrapped up his UPSC interview a couple of days ago. So he's experienced his first, all the anxiety, stress, self-doubts firsthand. And of course, he triumphed all that. So I don't care about the results. I know it's an anxious time for next 3 weeks, but I'm very proud of the way you've performed throughout the journey. So today he will talk about the interview day, how it went. So off to you, Ritvik. But first off, please welcome the newest members to this community. You've been part of it for a long time, almost 2 years now. Now it's time to give back, and yeah, let's start with welcoming them. And
Yes,
then we
sir.
can talk.
Sorry for being late. Actually, today was Navmi, so I got to temple and so little late. I wish all the members happy Ram Navami and Jai Siya Ram, and I wish that Lord Ram brings them great health, prosperity, and success. And whatever I have learned, I am not any expert. I'm still a student, and I will always be a student. And I have requested, sir, don't call me any guest or what. Always said me a student. And yes, I joined MisFits kind of like July or August, 1.5 years ago, and I watched the lectures. Then the process went out. Then mains result came, and after then interview came. For me, I believe that interview was one of the difficult part as I find myself very I'm not able to just communicate. Sometimes it was sweat on the forehead, or sometimes it was something I used to go so long. Like I was used to tell a story to a examiner on one question. I used to say like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and then sir was like, "Okay, cut. You are saying like 11th, 12th student, and you should be have like a civil servant and this." So stressful. Our sessions was like 1 hour and 1.5 hours. That sometimes I used to like get headache and I used to get irritated in the session. Like he used to ask so much questions like, okay, tell me like this, tell me that, and so deep question on even my small hobbies like origami. He used to more than I can cover. He used to come with so much points like use this, use this, use this, and actually it was like yes, I also got to was in political science class also, and that helped. And every process, like 3 months, we were like very much structured. Every point we covered, and then the last one week was so hectic. And I get I think that yes, sir, I enjoyed the process, but more than it, it was a learning from me. The person which I was before the prelims examination or before starting, and the person which I see myself today, I think that I have grown and I'm still learning, and I wish that I do good. And Lord Ram bless me with this result, because sir, it's just at this point, sir, you see, and I am kind of so much anxious that anyone say the UPSC name this time, and just whole result flashes into mind. Okay, GS1 में इतना तो मिल ही जाएगा, GS2 में इतना तो मिल ही जाएगा, and just that this is going on. It will 20 days. It will continue. I know, but let's hope for the best, and that's it, sir. I can
Okay,
anything what.
so first thing that you have lost your structures. I think you were doing really well until the interview date, and also
Yes.
one day after the interview. But
Yes.
good. So one thing that I want to talk about is so many of the folks, they start their UPSC preparation and somehow they fail, and we assume that it was a waste of time. So you did mention that it changed you as a person. Tell me more about this. How did it change you? Of course, we don't have the name in the list as of now. Hopefully, you have the name. But how did it change you as a person? 2 years ago till now. Do a comparison.
Sir, I will just like to say that about the things which I have learned. Sir, we in our Indian institute, like 12th class or even in engineering, don't learn about ethics and how important is ethics. That I got to recognize that what the words of philosophers, what is integrity, what is honesty, what this mean in life, what mean the probity, and this ethical thing which we need to know that where is a red line, how we should react in a situation. That was a UPSC syllabus, and learning all the things like from Aristotle to Gandhi ji to Ambedkar ji, everyone in their life stories, how they came up. I mean, I was most impressed by one day I was watching the lecture and you told us about the Subhash Chandra Bose ji, how he left the civil service. I mean, he got the fourth rank in 1920s. He could have a brilliant life, but he just resigned for fighting of the country, and that's the country on which our foundation has been built. That several people, how much years they crossed from Jawaharlal Nehru 11 years to Sardar Patel 9 years to who hanged on the rope for the independence of country. And then we continue the legacy. We have all the prime minister from Shastri ji to everyone. And I got to read about them. I quoted them. I read about them. I read the story. I read the Indian history, that how we have such a beautiful, glorious culture. I mean, I don't know any syllabus. If I have not done the preparation, how would I have known that about the Chola, our beautiful Chola history, our beautiful history of temples which we have, our languages, so much culture, and everything, the geography which we have. Then came to economics, sir, how 1991 reforms occur, and then these things that they were the experience that how a country was in a turmoil and how it grows like this. So this was the economics thing that they learned. Then of course our beautiful constitution. I don't know. I mean, in India, people just don't know about the constitution. Even if you go on a road and ask some person that, okay, tell me one or two fundamental rights, no one will be able to tell you. Even sir, I would say that we talk about that we should educate, but in general public, I say that people don't know what is GDP, how the scheme will affect them. If Nirmala Sitharaman says anything, then how this budget is have a life. And if they don't know these things, how can they make an informed decision? And that's thing I want to say, that you need to know these things, that how this will affect you, how this will affect your country. And that I learned through my economics lecture that were going on. Then international relation, of course, sir, so much vivid thing that how deeply it can have effect on us, how things. So, sir, it was a dynamic process. Every subject which I learned has given me to so much that not even only writing a 250 answer of mains or 1250 words of essay that I have written, and that I would have written even if I would not, but then somewhere. But, sir, the thing is that going so deep, knowing about your country, knowing about your freedom struggle, knowing about your people, and actually also optimistic things that about the future, how can we contribute, and it was a remarkable experience. And yes, sir, it's a journey. Despite result, whatever, I am wishing for the best result, but it is a journey, and the journey it should also continue.
Okay. Now, many in the community, they would be keen to hear from you about the interview experience. How is it like
Yes,
in UPSC
yes, sir.
Bhavan? Because we see a lot of nonsense on YouTube, the
Yes, sir.
useless mock videos with
Yes,
random
sir.
questions. So tell me, in reality, what happened? How was that day like? Starting from, from you stay, I think you stayed at UP Bhavan, right? No,
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 sir, no,
you're
sir.
saying
I
in
don't
you.
stay.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
you
I
were
get
with your friend, and after, tell me all
Yes,
the
sir.
story starting from the morning
Okay.
of the interview.
So, firstly, I prepared from my hometown Ghazipur only, and I didn't go to Delhi because I don't like Delhi personally. Because, sir, I don't know, so much pollution, so much everything. I cannot adjust in
That's
Delhi
how you eliminate
personally.
90% of your competitors. Don't go to Delhi.
Yes, sir. So I am able to work at home. I eat food, get my, I love my mother's food. I get that. It's Gazipur is a small city. I get everything. Today is 21st century. You can get everything online. So I didn't go to Delhi for preparation, and I was at my home. Then when I get to like for interview only 1 week, I go to Delhi. So, sir, after reaching Delhi, I would start at that. I have gave 2 3 mocks, as you said that you should go and just examine. Sir, they are extremely first. The pattern they said they sit so far, like I mean, don't know 10 to 12 feet away from you. And in interview, they sit like just a round table it is, and one member will be just like you will go 90 degree. He is sitting here, there 90 degree, another person is sitting there. So they are closely situated. So in the mocks, they are actually their structure is also. I don't know why they sit like so far away. Then, sir, I don't know in mock they see like वो मोजा क्या पहने हो ऐसे ये शर्ट परो टाई ये करो one person said to me one of the marks that I don't know there was some dust on my shoe so he said that the footpath से जूता उठा के लाए हो क्या हम क्या सर जल्दी जल्दी में so I don't know they watch these things in the mocks and they like do this then they say on a pattern that you should be like saying this thing only you should be balanced you should do this you should do that and then one thing also, sir, in the mocks, whatever the question was asked, not only was single question was asked to me in the interview, not a single question. Now I will say what happened on the interview day. So before one night, I have a PSIR optional. So 12 to 12:30 work bill was going to pass in the parliament. So I was seeing whole day speech, like what is going on, or if some question will come. So 12:31 it passed out. Then at 4 or 5 p.m. AM approx, Mr. Trump came with whole list of tariff, like on India this tariff, on India that tariff. I said, okay, I will memorize some tariff. Like if anyone asks, like how much tariff on European Union, so that's them. Then, sir, 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., I slept for like 2 3 hours only. And then 7 8 a.m. when I woke up, then Mr. Jaishankar was there with the BIMSTEC speech. So I said that, okay, for a PSIR optional, it should stop now. Like whole in the 7 8 hours, so much happened. Then I was also noting going to the UPSC Bhavan, I was seeing just BIMSTEC, like not any important announcement is there. So that was the thing we reached the office and firstly the UPSC staff is so much cordial they are one of the most professional staff I have seen and they just go checking is done they frisk you everything check and then you enter the actually I had a knife in my bag I kept it for like cutting fruit I had a Navratri fast so it goes to the machine start beeping they said sir you have a knife I said okay throw it they said that, oh, no, no problem, sir. Just you keep it in this place and you can enter. Then I entered the room. Then document verification happens. So they check the document. And even, sir, so much professional that one of the student doesn't have he was OBC candidate and he doesn't have a caste certificate. So they said, sir, you give the interview, then you go to your home, you send the attestation certificate and no problem is there. So they are not like that. You have not bring the 10th result to go home and you will not able to give the interview. That level of professional things they say that okay, you give interview, but you have to show the result at that time. Then the interview process, this happened. Then we all were sitting there, and you said that you should watch the machine that there is. And I was like, I think the room that if any question will come, that you were sitting in the room and watched any painting or that. There's so much painting in the rooms. So just we were sitting there. Then one person comes and tells everyone's board that you have this board, you have that board, you have that board. So I had Vidyut Bihari Svenser's board, and we six were sitting, and my number was third. So he asks the one person he takes him to the UPSC room. Outside the UPSC room, one chair is there. You sit there, and a bell is rang, and then you enter the room. So I entered the room. Then, sir, I wished them good morning, good evening. One ladies member was there, and then I said, so he said, please sit, Ritvik. Then my college name is it starts with Firoz Gandhi. So he says that Ritvik, you know that Firoz Gandhi was in provincial parliament also or not? So I said, sir, he was in the first parliament, but the provincial parliament, I don't know, sir, about that. He said that, अच्छा सोच लो, फिर बताओ. Then I said, sir, I cannot tell confirmly. But then he said that, no, he was in the parliament. And then he talks to the member that he was a freedom fighter, he was a great leader, he was so much against corruption, and he is down. Then he saw my face, and then he said that, अभी तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू नहीं शुरू हुआ है, अब तुम्हारा इंटरव्यू शुरू होगा. Here he said that the first member that he said that, okay, ask the question. So my interview went first. They started asking like artificial intelligence question, and he said that will artificial intelligence, as I have engineering background, so he said that will artificial intelligence will take human, and then he said that okay, you are a engineer, so will artificial intelligence will take your job? So I said, sir, we have seen that the industrial revolution was there. Then we see that the computer revolution came. And but sir, it only increases productivity. Yes, there will be disruption, but sir, overall we will see that it will be transformative for all the industry, and we will experience a industrial revolution 4.0. Then he asked few questions more on artificial intelligence, ethics in artificial intelligence, that there was a Ghibli things going on. Then he said that what is your views about this? After then, sir, he said one word that what is data embassy. So that was the only question I didn't know. So it was a factual question, as you have said that the no, don't guess factual question. So I said that sorry, sir, I will read about it later. And then some more. Then after then I had actually very diverse depth. So this was only some questions. Then everything shifted to deaf. They started asking from deaf. And in the mocks which I gave, they never used to out. They used to ask like 5 to 10% deaf. But now my interview was that it was 85% deaf and 15% other things. And sir, that's what I want to say, that the unpredictability, that whatever you do, I don't know what happened to you in that situation, that you have to be, that you are, I was not expecting that I would be asked so much about 85% deaf. I am a PSIR student. I have optional PSIR, and not a single question was asked from the PSIR. Not a single, no Trump, no Constitution, nothing was from PSIR. Economic survey will, whatever I prepared, nothing from economic survey, nothing from economic bill, nothing from budget. They were just asking from DEF. So, firstly, I have mentioned sports that recurve archery as a sport. So he said that, okay, Ricky, what is recurve archery? So I said that recurve archery and compound archery difference I explained. Then he said that, okay, you practice also archery. So we have discussed that question also. So later on, he said that, अच्छा shooting भी देखते हो क्या? तो हम बोले कि yes sir, Olympic time थोड़ा I was shooting sometime. So actually they were asking in Hindi also, English also. So it was not that I have written English fully. So he was asking like, no, English चलो एकदम. So he was asking Hindi also. So I said that trap skit shooting जानते हो? हम बोले yes sir. तो कहे जहाँ तुम
So
archery practice करते
Ritvik,
हो.
let's do it in English because
Yes, sir.
some of the misfitters, they may not understand Hindi.
Okay,
They're
okay,
from
sir.
South.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sir. So he said that skit shooting also. So I said yes, sir. I know. So he said that okay, where you practice archery, their skit shooting practice also goes on. So I said no, sir. Their skit shooting don't goes on, but there is a range nearby. Their skit shooting goes on. So he said, "Acha, tell me about skit shooting." So I remember that Rajvardhan Singh Rathod actually won medal in that. So I said, sir, he practices it, and I told him that I actually watched the sport in the Olympic, and a birdie goes on, and you shoot it, and that's that. So I told him. Then he said that, okay, let me give you a case study. Doesn't have any money, and there is a child in the. He is very good, and you have to support him. And shooting is very expensive sport, and how will you support him? And government is not going to give you any money. So I said, sir, actually Hyundai does great things in South Korea. He trains the archer. I said, sir, private companies I will talk, and they will get their brand name on the T-shirt, and it will be good in trainer. Then I said, sir, second thing I would like to give that the child is from the district, and if he will play at the Olympic, the district name will go to the Olympic, and the district name will come on the globe. So it will be a pride to district. So it will be good that the district people themselves support him, and once he will won the medal, it will be an inspiring story for whole the district. So he said, okay. Then he said that, Ritvik, you have worked on the community kitchen. Tell me something about it. I said, sir, I explained it. Whole community kitchen is project of my college. Then he said that, okay, I have food and it is wasting. Now what will I do? I said, sir, you should send it to the animal shelter. There it can be used. He said, no, no, no. Tell me something and another thing. Then I said, sir, compost pit can be, and then fertilizer can be good. No, no, it's very hectic. I will not do that. Tell me something another thing. Then I said, sir, biogas plant we can send, and we can make bioenergy with the help of it. And it is also project going on in several villages. So he said that, oh yes, that's interesting. That I will do. Then, sir, again, he asked that this was two, three more questions were there. I am not able to recall. And then lady member was there to up to that became. So I have a theater something experience. I have done some theater also, and I was associated with National School of Drama. So she said that, okay, Ritik, you have done something from National School of Drama. I said yes, ma'am. So she said, okay, tell me about one theater which you have watched recently. Tell me all the actors. Tell me everything about it. I want to know. Then I said, ma'am, I watched the theater. It is called Taj Mahal Ka Tender. And actually, in the theater, it is that Shah Jahan, if came into this time, then he have to take so much permission for Taj Mahal that it will take him 22 years for him. Now, at this time, it will take him 50 years. And that was shown in the theater. And Chitranjan Tripathi was there. Then chairman sir says that, oh, I know him. He's the NHD chair with director now. I said, yes, sir, he's the NHD director. And that was. And then in the end, I said that, sir, ma'am, like this, the theater goes. And then, ma'am, he said, that, okay, tell me one dialogue from it. Then I said, ma'am, one dialogue, last dialogue of the play was that Shahjahan जाएंगे पर Gupta ji यहीं रहेंगे. And then they'll start laughing that, okay, there was a nice, everyone was laughing on this. Then she said, okay, Ritvik, there is a theater in Mumbai, from the independence time, and it was a very famous theater. I said, yes, ma'am, Prithvi Theater is there, and Prithvi Raj Kapoor is there. So she said, you have gone to see play there? I said, no, ma'am, I didn't have that opportunity. She says, okay. Then actually, they were reading that so much that we have to, you all have filled like prelims form. There you have mentioned like 12 subjects also, like physics, geography, English, and all that you have all have mentioned. So my optional subject was in 12th Hindi instrumental music, and she saw that thing also. She said, "Okay, what you have taken in Hindi instrumental music?" I said, "Ma'am, I kept my optional was tabla." So she said, "Okay, you play tabla." I said, "Yes, ma'am." So I was so much. I mean, no one even in mock asked me that I have taken a 12th class optional as tabla, and she was being there. I didn't even have thought taking optional tabla that at any point of time someone in UPSC interview will ask me about that I have taken in tabla as optional in 12th. So she says, "Acha koi taal batao. Tell me some taal of tabla." So I told her. Then she says, "Okay, recently one great tabla player has died. What was his name?" So I said that, ma'am, Zakir Hussain ji. So she says, okay, you are putting your hand on here also. I said, yes, ma'am, it's cultural. We gave respect to them, and it is ring. She says, okay, okay, nice, nice. Then she says that, okay, Ritvik, I will make you DM. No, no, no. I will give you promotion. I will give you two promotion, and I will make you some officer in the ministry. Now you have no ground connect on the ground, and you have to meet people. Now tell me, how will you meet people? How will you erase the red tapeism in the department? So I said, ma'am, in UP there is a Tahsil Divas organized on every Tuesday. I will sit there. I will have Jan Sunwai. I will have social media good users. I will connect to the NGOs who have the ground grassroots level experience. So she says, okay, she asked this. Then after then she asked one random thing. Like she said that, Rituk, you know who has written the play Tughlaq? Then I said, yes, ma'am, Girish Karnad ji has written. Then she said, okay, done. Then another member came. This was the last member. So he said that okay, Ritvik, you have worked in the IT sector also. Tell me, so much cyber security experiences are there. How will you solve the cyber security experiences? So I told him several methods that this we will do. Then he said that okay, Ritvik, what is important? Integrity is important or honesty is important? I said, sir, both things are important. But yes, sir, as a leader, I believe that the integrity is the more thing which encompasses more than the honesty. He says, okay, give me make me understand integrity. So I told him several things. Then he says that no, I'm not able to understand. I am a layman person. I have not read anything, and I have failed also. Now tell me about integrity and give me example. So I said, I took 10 seconds. Then I said, sir, I am standing at a traffic signal at 12 p.m. in the night, and the red light is on, and no one is checking me. But sir, still I am following the signal till it green, then I go. That's the integrity for me. Then he says, okay, nice. Then he says, few more question he asked. Actually, I don't able to remember at this moment. Then chairman sir says that, okay, Ritvik, your interview is over. Do you want to say something? Then I said, sir, it was a very nice experience, and I wish you all very well, and thank you. Then chairman sir says to other member that, Are Ritvik is wishing all you very well. You should also wish him well. Then everyone was laughing. And then, okay, this after then I came out of the room, and this was all experience, sir.
Yeah, very nice. See, I think anyone scared about the interview that, what will I write in my DAF? Ritvik had so many things for his DAF, from tabla to,
Yes, sir. I think that writing that thing was that after 15% was there, and after 85% the syllabus was like what Ritvik Rai has done in his life. And that I was answering, and I was so comfortable. And I have written everything like right, sir. Like several people do, like they write like what watching sunset, watching sunrise,
hold
playing
on.
with dog. I mean, don't put that, and then also put right thing that at that point I was not able to. If you will be not able to recall, then it will be question on your integrity. So I have done theater, so I have written theater there. So I was able to answer every question from theater.
Yeah, I mean, for Ritvik, it worked very well, but there can be situations when you have not done things. You were too busy studying, you were too busy, not having time. Anyone scared, you know, no one is scared. What will I write on my DAF? Okay, they're awesome. Okay, so what we'll do is, so there's another misfitter, Daisy. Her interview is, I think, on 11th. And we will, so she has, taken in my advice and we'll see how it goes. She has been a very lazy person in terms of the extracurriculars. And there's a hack she has used. And I will ask her to narrate her experience on how to leverage it. So please don't be scared if you have not done anything substantial in terms of the curriculars. But coming back to Ritvik, I think his interview went very well. Uh, the way he narrated to me, I think a couple of days ago, it was much better than how it's sounding today. But I'm happy the way it went. So Ritvik, now tell me, how did the Misfits journey prepare you for the eventual day? Because that's the day when everything was closing in.
Sir, firstly, sir, we covered everything. Like in lecture, sir, actually UPSC preparation, even in mains, sir, you found several random questions. Like this year question was like asteroid impact, or the question was like how water clean techniques are there. Give me some examples. So even in mains, even in prelims, you will find a question at random. 20%, 25% question will be at random. And that's the thing that, sir, you start like some clip is going on in the news or something is going on the news, and you start the lecture discussing that. And that's the thing that I want to say, that everything can't be right. Okay, I have read the NCRT, I have read this thing, but that will not come into the exam. They will ask something different. And when you see that thing at random, then your mind should work that, okay, I am able to understand. Not like, okay, now what has come on, now I will solve the question, because you have a 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes to answer in maths. You have a 11 minutes to answer in the 15 marker question, and interview even less, like 10 seconds you have to respond. So you have to ready at random everything, like communicate. Our whole process goes to communication, sir. Even in PSIR classes, we are communicating so much that, okay, what are your views? What are your views? And you encourage us to speak, and that everyone, I believe that everyone should participate in that. Like, say something, just it will be in your conscience. The process will develop. In 1 month you will be something better, 2 months you will be something better, and you should have your own views, and that view only will come. In ethics, whole paper is based on the view. You will get a random case study, you will get a random thing, you in essay you will get a random essay, and that you have to write. So unexpected things the Miss Peter has given me to, like, any situation like this will come, I will be able to answer better. If any uh, different thing which I have not written, then I will be able to analyze it and I will be try to answer it. Not like I will surrender at the moment that, okay, I have not read, then I will not attempt. So in that way, sir, Miss Peter has helped me at every process in mains, prelims, or in the interview.
Well, see, for prelims and mains, I agree. But many have this misconception that, preparation for interviews begin after you clear mains, to which I would disagree. It is an entire journey of 1 year, 2 year, in fact, your lifetime. But the last 2 years, they shape you the way you've prepared for the examination. So I want to connect that misfits journey with the interview. So what happened in the interview versus how you prepared during your time in misfits?
Sir, I agree definitely, sir. I mean, the day you fill the form, all the three processes are interlinked. No process should be like that. Okay, I will see after exam, or I will see once I clear the prelims, I will see the mains, or once I clear mains, I will see interview. No, you should have start learning that. Some other my friend gave the interview. Their questions were not asked on that. It was another board, like Raj Shukla sir board is there. He asks so much about, like, international relation and every question. So you should have you, and there they stop you. They say that, okay, don't let me read the view of Suhasini Haidar, or don't tell me like Hindu. Tell me something original. One of my friends, they asked her that there is a what is the solution of Israel and Gaza conflict. Now he says that a two-state conflict. They said, no, no, two-state conflict not. I want to know the solution given by you. You will be there, solve the situation. Now you should have that process, that reading that, the okay, can I give any other solution, because two-state solution is not able to harmonize. So this thinking you should develop at the starting point of prelims, sir, I believe only. And every process is connected in a way that you have to say that, okay, I will be able to write 250 words for this also. And even if I am asked, then I will be able to narrate these things on 30, 40 words in the interview also. So don't take that, okay, I will clear the exam, then I will give the process. Please, every process is connected, and I very strongly agree with you, sir, that all the three processes should be done, preparation should be done of all three continuously.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Ritvik, for this wonderful guidance. Um, I would again want to reiterate this part. When he said it is an entire integrated approach, that is what matters. We are not here to just crack prelims. What will you do of it? Your rank, your cadre, all of that depends upon your performance in the interviews. Again, so many marks. And of course, your performance in mains. So you do an integrated preparation, but yes, your methods may change 1 month before prelims because then you are questioning, practicing the MCQs. Your methods may change a couple of months before your mains. And your methods may change a week before the interview. But the preparation is happening in an integrated fashion. It's not that I will study for prelims first and then mains, then interviews. No, that's not how it works. You pick up a subject, do it end to end. Only the way you practice things may change. Basis, respective examinations. Okay, and any misfitter who is cracking prelims, you should have no excuse in not clearing mains and passing through the interviews. And all our, fingers are crossed, Ritvik, that hopefully we will see a good rank. And even if that does not happen, I'm fairly certain this entire preparation would have trained you to achieve remarkable things in lives. Gratifications could be delayed by an year or two, but you will see remarkable achievements in time to come. And there will be many ways and means through which you can contribute to your society, to your village, to your country. And whatever we have learned, it will only make you better, will not just make you a better citizen, but will also make you a better human. Any parting words, Ritvik?
No, sir, just it was only I'm very privileged that I shared the information with all of you, and I just wish everyone well that they crack the exam and get lots of success, health, prosperity. I wish everyone, sir.
All right. So
And
now you
thank you,
can,
sir, for the opportunity.
of course, now you can get back to your regular day. I'm assuming that you're not you're taking a proper break now. So do that. You worked very hard. So enjoy rest of your day. Chill in Delhi. Now coming back to the community gathering, I think we have approximately 20 minutes left before we wrap it up. So what we'll do is we'll move you into breakout rooms. But before we do that, I want you all to take